Hello everybody, it's Leela and my special guest cameraman Bo, and today we're going to be doing an updated room tour and collection shelf tour. It's the end of the year, so I thought it was time to show everything that's changed this year. So if that sounds like fun, stick around, and if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Okay, when you first come in and you turn to the left, this is my Barbie LOL OMG Disney ILY shelf. So at the very top, that is my inbox collection of various Barbie dolls and the LOL OMGs. So the Powerpuff Girls, and then a gem Barbie movie, and then my prize, one of my prized possessions, the game developer Career of the Year of our Barbie. She's so cool. And yeah, so the top, that's what those are. Going down from there on the left. So this skinny shelf on the left is all the LOL OMGs and then Barbie at the bottom. So up top, I have the Jukebox BB, which is the Elvis doll, and then one of the OMG Fierce dolls and some of my tweens. Going down from there, more of my LOL OMG collection. These are some of my favorites. I love the Rosie the Riveter inspired doll. I miss LOL OMGs. I feel like they don't really come out very much. The only ones we got this year was Powerpuff Girls, and then it's kind of like, that's it. But those, and then going down from there, some more of my favorites. You can see them there. I forget all of their names, but those are some of my favorites. They're really cute. And then you go down from there for more of the LOL OMGs. And this is the end of the LOL OMG shelf with those with the tweens. Down here in this very bottom cube are my out-of-box Barbies. So there's Barbie Extras, the Care Bears collab Barbie, that one deluxe style, the Daisy doll, the Barbie, what are they? Barbie Dream Bestie, Daisy, and then my one Barbie Odile Mermaid that I was going to rebody but never did. Going over next to that shelf, my K-pop collection is now intermingled with my doll collection. So the top of this shelf is my Play collection. You see the first row. They're kind of just arranged sort of like with dolls that look similar to each other next to each other, but not necessarily in any particular order. They're just mixed in. There's the Disney Store ones and Jakks Pacific all intermingled. A lot of my collection, some of them are restyled, some of them are in the outfits they came in. So if you have any questions about any of them, just let me know in the comments. But so they're kind of mixed and matched in there. And then down here, this row is more of the Disney ILY dolls. The one with the orange hair is a custom. I actually dyed her hair. If you want to see a video about how to do that, it's on my channel. Just search. It's in the ILY playlist. And down here is more of the Disney ILY dolls. The really cute one with the Hocus Pocus that we got this year is my new favorite. And to her right in the Oogie Boogie shirt is my mini-me. And that over there is my cat. That's my mini-me in ILY form. She went to Disneyland with me this year, just for fun. And this is the last shelf of the ILY dolls. This is all of them that are out right now. I think we're looking forward to some more Stitch dolls. And I think I actually saw that there might be a Toy Story Jessie doll coming out. Really excited about that. And then at the bottom of this shelf is my Eyes One and Purple Kiss album collection. If you know, you know. Sad, Tears, my two favorite disbanded girl groups. And Frankie, you need to move so that we can see the RuPaul doll. Frankie! And on this low, like, what would you call this? This is like a shelf, this low shelf here. There are albums in the bottom, and then I put the RuPaul Dragon Queen because that box is too tall to fit on any of my shelves or on top of any of my shelves. it's such a tall box it won't fit anywhere, so she has to go there. And then my lamp that has Squishvilles inside of it. So I got that lamp at like a home goods store, and you can open it up and put anything inside. So I put little stuffed animals in there. So, and yeah, and that's Frankie. She's a one-of-a-kind collector. And down here are my album collection. So BTS, EXO, and Monsta X, my 3 alt boy groups. And then over here on the other side of that window, I have my Honey Swamp in her little beautiful display case from Michaels. She's like my favorite G1 Monster High doll, so that's where she lives. I have a signed ZB1 album and a signed art print from Garrett Sander, who is one of the creators of Monster High. And the first 2 shelves along this wall are the Rainbow High collection, and then inbox Monster High across the top. So my inbox Rainbow High doll is just the Dia de los Muertos, and then yeah, you can just pan across the top. That's all of my Skelectors. I keep them in box, so you don't see them on the channel ever outside of this video because I don't unbox them, so you don't get to see them on my channel. But I've added quite a few Skelectors to my collection this year, actually. Pretty proud of that collection. And anyway, going down from here, we have Rainbow High. We have on the top 2 rows Shadow High, so here we have Neon Shadow. And then going from left to right, we have the Grayscale Shadow High characters, the original ones. It was really fun to get 2 new Shadow High or dolls this year, I should say, not characters. Those 2 special edition dolls. It was really nice to be able to add something to this shelf because I thought it was done for Shadow High, but we got those, so they're really cute. And going down from there is a rainbow of the colorful Shadow High, so starting from reds and pinks, going from pink to green, blue, purple, and then, yeah, the dark purples. So pretty. And below that, we start in the Rainbow High rainbows. The first square are the rainbow dolls that have rainbows in their hair. Next to that, we have a shelf with my custom. I turned the Royal 3 into the Royal, it's now 12, it used to be 11, I think, and made a bigger K-pop group because I like girl groups with lots of members, as you can see by my Eyes One collection. So this is a mix of the Royal 3 dolls, some restyled dolls, and then some customs that I made to add to the girl group to make it bigger. So really fun. And below that row, we start in with the Rainbow High rainbow, starting with the reds, going into pink and orange. The rainbow's getting pretty packed. I don't have a lot of room to add more characters, but we do have a few more Rainbow High dolls coming this year, I think. Frankie. And below that row, orange continues. So orange, gold, yellow, greens, teals, and light blue. Our latest addition over here, what is her name? Why am I forgetting her name? Celine? She looks so pretty, doesn't she? When she gets her hair washed, she's really beautiful. Then below that, we have the blues, going into the purples, and then I put all of the white and the black, and I only have 1 black outfit doll, and then all the white dolls, so the color and creates are all there. You can't see all of them really well, but I keep my color and create dolls just in their standard white outfits because I think it looks pretty. And from there we go over to the start of the Monster High collection. So this skinny shelf that you can see in the background of my videos, this is kind of like my favorite Monster High doll like series or lines. So this up here at the top are the Power Ghouls, one of my absolute favorite G1 Monster High lines. I wish we would get a G3 superhero set. Don't you guys want that? I want that. Everybody wants that, right? And if you go up top, actually, above her, I actually picked up a Voltageous this year, and then I have the Ghoulia from the year previous, so my Power Ghouls. I have the Skelector versions as well. They're so cool. And then below that is a shelf for the real drama dolls that we got this year. They look so good when they're just together, don't you think? They really fit perfectly. Then below that, my other favorite line is Haunted. So these are the Haunted dolls. 3 of them are original for my collection and 2 I got secondhand actually. So I've kind of been expanding that collection a little bit. There's still, I want the Draculaura one, but she's hard to find. Below that starts part of my G3 Frankie collection. I have most but not all of their dolls. I have been deciding whether I'm going to keep collecting all of their dolls because some of them, like the unarticulated ones that are coming out, I'm not as big of a fan of. So, but for now it's a mostly complete G3 Frankie collection. This shelf is actually my customs, my Monster High customs or reroutes. So all those are either rebodied, rerouted, or my only full custom is this Scara you see here. I did an experiment for making a G3 Scara Screams, and that was my first time doing a face up. So I painted her face, rerouted her hair. It was challenging, but it was fun. Then below that is the Wednesday collection. I had to take these out of the box. I had originally been keeping them in the box for a long time, but I don't have enough room. So I unboxed all of them and put them in a shelf together, and they look really good actually, unboxed and together. And then to the right of that starts, at the very top are my Skelectors that are still in the box, and going down from there we start with G3. Here we have G3 Draculauras and Ghoulias, looking so cute. Below that we have G3 Claudines and Twylas. Below that we have G3 characters that maybe have like one or a couple dolls, so Nephra, Spectra, Cupid, Genifire, Venus. Below that is the rest of the G3 Frankie row. So these are all the G3 Frankies. I still want to continue to collect all G3 Frankies, but I think I will limit the unarticulated ones for now, the Buried Secrets. I just, why am I compromising on things that I care about, right? So I'm not going to get those anymore. Below that we have Caddy, Abby, and Cleo's. And at the very bottom of this shelf, we have Toralai's, Lagunas, and the boys. And up here across the top here, we have some in-box of the Cree productions those were ones that I never had originally, so I left them in the box because I think the boxes are really cool and nostalgic. And then some of the just, Mattel Creations or collector various Monster High dolls. And this top row, if you pull back a little bit, these are my G1 Frankies. So this year, one of my big projects was throughout the year adding to my G1 Monster High collection by getting dolls secondhand. So I bought a lot of additional new G1 Monster High dolls, and especially a lot of Frankies. I've been kind of slowly checking off the list to get all of her G1 dolls, I think is my long-term goal, because I really loved Frankie. I think I had like 5 or 6 originally. That was my that I got as they came out. And then I've added, as you can see here, quite a lot more this year. It's really cool. I love Frankie as a character, if you can't tell. Below that we have the G1 Draculauras, Ghoulias, and Operetta. I think those are my next favorite characters, especially Ghoulia and Operetta. I really love Operetta. I wish we would get a G3 Operetta. Is anybody with me? Is anyone a fan of her? I feel like I never hear discussions about her, but I really love her a lot. So I don't have as many Draculauras as I do Frankies, but I like the ones that I have. Below there are my Claudines, Cleo, Laguna, Venus, and Katrin. So these are ones that I have a few of those characters, but not a ton of them. One of my most recent additions is the Little Red Riding Hood Claudine. She looks so cool. And from these shelves going down, it's ones where I just have like one of the character, maybe two. A couple, actually, I have a couple Abby's and a couple Rochelle, but these are some of my more favorite ones. I love Kirsten Trollson. She's a little gamer troll. I love her for that. And Scara Screams, of course. This is why I made the G3 one, because I love her and I want one. But yeah, those are those. And moving down from there, again, a lot more that I have just like one, maybe two of the characters. I really love Skelita. I cannot wait for G3 Skelita. We've seen what she looks like. I just haven't got my hands on her yet. But so excited for G3 Skelita. But I love a lot of these characters. And down here at the bottom, yeah, more of those that are new. A couple of G2 dolls. I've actually added those to my collection. I didn't used to have any G2 dolls because that's when I quit collecting originally, but I've added a few to my collection since then because I think there are some good ones. And moving over to the right is this. I put shelves above my desk. So I have 3 rows of shelves above my desk, and that's where my plushies live. So the top row are just random plushies, Care Bears, Build-A-Bear, just various random plushies, treasure characters, a little dumpster fire, just a Wizard 101 character, if you recognize the Piggle. And below that, if you pull out a bit, starts my Plushie Dreadfuls rainbow, going from left to right with pinks. And also, it's Plushie Dreadfuls, and then if I have any small plushies, I put them with their color. So they're not all Plushie Dreadfuls. There's also some additional small plushies in there mixed in. But these are the pink Plushie Dreadfuls, oranges, and yellows. And below that is my camera. And then the greens, teals, blues, purple, and black and white. So that's my display for all my Plushie Dreadfuls. And then next to the door, as you're almost leaving the room, is one more small skinny shelf of random stuff. So the top of this shelf are some in-box dolls that I have. So one Bratz doll, and then the Trixie doll, queen of my collection. And then one random shelf of just some random dolls. I've been downsizing and thinking about continuing to downsize dolls that don't fit into my other collections this year. So these are just some of the remainders. So a Bratz doll, Wicked, Disney, and a Bratzilla. If I could get more Bratzillas though, I might have to get keep a shelf for those, but that's kind of the random dolls. And then below that are Ever After High. I have a couple of those that I had originally, and then a few that I've gotten secondhand and restored. So Ever After High, and then the Pixlings are with those. And below that is my BJD shelf, so ball jointed dolls, the little NISA collection. I've unboxed those on my channel. And then the tall one that's standing up with orange hair is a custom resin 3D printed BJD that I made. It's the first attempt at making one of those. It was a challenge, but it was fun. Yeah. And that's all the collection. Below that is just photo cards, albums, and more albums here at the side of my desk. And that is my updated doll collection shelves room tour. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about anything that's on my shelves, if you want to know anything more about them, if I didn't say what they are or anything like that. As always, thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!